This tutorial is going to have a quick look at how you can get your calculator to work out the gradient of a function at a particular point. And there's two different ways of doing this. One is in the calculator mode, one's in the graph mode. So if we have a look at the calculator mode first, the way you do it is you go Menu, Calculus, and then Numerical Derivative at a point. It'll ask us what the variable we want to have is, so we'll normally just keep that as x unless you want to use another letter instead. I'm going to choose a function where I'm going to work out the gradient when x is equal to 2. Here you could change if you wanted to between working out the first derivative or the second derivative. So I'm just going to do the first derivative here, which means differentiating just once, and then click OK. In this space here I need to type the function that I actually want to differentiate now. So I'm going to differentiate the function 2 over x plus x. So if I press enter, it will differentiate that for me, substituting the value of x equals 2. So it's telling me that the gradient of y equals 2 over x plus x at the point when x is equal to 2, the gradient dy by dx is a half. Let's have a look at how we can do that on the graphical page as well. So if we enter a new page, add graphs, so we've got our new graph page here. We'll type in the function that we want to differentiate. So that was 2 over x plus x, enter. That's what the curve looks like. We want to work out what the gradient is going to be at the point when x equals 2. So that's this point here. So again, I go Menu, Analyze Graph, and this time I want to choose the dy by dx option. It asks me for the position. Now you can just click on a place. That's a fairly imprecise way of doing it. It does give you a nice illustration though as you're moving along here of how the gradient is changing, so you can see if it's increasing or decreasing or whatever. But if I want to be very specific about which point I want to choose, I'll just type in 2 and it will appear in there, press enter, and then that snaps exactly to the right point. So I need to make sure I'm maintaining that precision. So 0.5. You can see one difference between the graph page as opposed to the calculator page. Calculator gave it to me as a fraction. The graph page is always going to give it to me as a decimal. If you're going to use this method, there's no real advantage necessarily to using the calculator page over the graph page. But if you looked later on in the question, you could see that you were going to need to graph it and use the graph a little bit further on, then it's a good idea to just save a bit of time by staying on the graph page the whole time. Similarly, if you wanted to do something on the calculator mode, then maybe just stay in that the whole time.